Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Thrift Store Finds. It has been a little while since I've done one of these videos, but I actually just got back from one of my thrift stores with a couple of items, and I also pulled out some of the stuff that I've gathered at a couple of my local thrift stores in the past couple weeks, and I figured that I would do one of these videos as in the past couple of videos that I've done, you guys seem to really like those. So yeah, let's just get started. So this first item right here is one that I actually just came back from one of my thrift stores with, and it is the Sony PS1 right here. Pretty cool little console. This is basically a smaller version of the original PlayStation 1. I think this came out, a couple months or maybe even a couple years after the, PlayStation 2. You can probably tell that from the copyright date on the back here. Copyright 2000, so I think, yeah, that was around the time that the PlayStation 2 came out. So, yeah, it does have this game in here. I believe it's called, let me take it out so I can check, Snowcross Championship Racing. So yeah, it's got a original PS1 game. And from what I can tell, I did test this. I was able to plug this in at the thrift store, and it does seem to power on okay. It obviously came with all of the cables, as well as a Sony PlayStation 1 controller right here, which is, at this particular thrift store, it's kind of a hit or miss with consoles that they have. Obviously, they don't really get consoles in that often, but when they do, they can, come packaged with everything like this one did. Came with, the AC adapter. I can show you right there, the Sony AC adapter, and also the AV cables. And let me just, but I got a bunch of stuff on my desk right now, but yeah, it came with, the AV cables that plugs into the back. So yeah, sometimes at this thrift store, and, probably like all of the other thrift stores that I go to, you can find them with all of this stuff bundled, or you can find it with, like just the console, maybe not all of the cables. So yeah, I'm gonna probably be, plugging this into my TV back here, and seeing if this thing actually works, just beyond powering up, as there might be like some sort of video problems, that sort of thing. I'm not really sure, but probably towards the end of this video we're going to be taking a look at that. So I'm just going to clear this off, and I'll get into some of the other things that I got. I'm just going to have to put this on the floor here because there's literally no room of all this stuff that I've got set up here. So yeah, Sony PS1. Next on the list here, this is something that I got a couple of weeks ago. This is a pretty small item. It's an Apple Pro mouse right here. I'll just set that down. I have one of these in white, and I didn't have this one. This one is obviously in black. So I just kind of got this. I believe I have a black Pro keyboard, so this would be nice with one of my older iMacs maybe, or possibly even my Power Mac G4 Cube or my iMac G4, as those I believe would have come with this mouse. So yeah, pretty small, nice little mouse that I can add to my mouse collection, or just vintage computer collection in general. So yeah, Apple Pro mouse. Next on the list right here is this I actually got a few weeks ago, I think. This is a pretty interesting little computer. I'll just bring it in here for you guys. This is an NEC Mobile Pro 770 Mobile Pro 770. Yeah, little NEC computer. This actually runs Windows CE. I can show you here. I am planning on making a Windows CE video, kind of like I did with Windows Mobile 2003 on that Simon's PDA. I was planning, this is like the whole reason that I kind of picked this up, is because it says powered by Windows CE right there. The only problem with this is it didn't really come with anything. It was just this laptop itself, or this, I guess it's not really like a full-fledged laptop, sort of like a large size PDA, like maybe pocket PC. So yeah, I'm gonna have to probably order. Of course, I think when I was checking online, these, like, the power adapters for these things cost like $40 or $50. So I'm gonna have to like look around to see if I can find one for a good price. But yeah, it runs Microsoft Windows CE. I'm not sure as to what version, but other than that, I mean, it looks to be in pretty good shape. This is from, I believe, I think it was either 95 or 97 this thing came out. So it is pretty old. But yeah, this would be cool to make a little video on Windows CE. Something very interesting. This actually came from Canada. As you can look right here, it came from Industry Canada right there. So this was probably bought or, you know, sold somewhere in Canada. But yeah, you know, the little model, you know, number right there. It's the NEC, if it'll focus there, the MC R520A Mobile Pro 70. I keep saying 7700, 770. Yeah, so it, like I said, is in pretty nice shape. Aside from, yeah, this little chip in it right here, where the, you know, little card slot is. There's that little chip right there. That's really the only issue with it. But yeah, so this could definitely be a video on Windows CE. So if I can find a, you know, good power cable for this, be looking out for that. And obviously, if you guys want to see this, be sure to let me know down in the comments below, and I can, you know, definitely get on that. Last item here, this is actually pretty cool. This is a Lenovo ThinkPad. I'll bring this in here. I'm gonna have to zoom the camera out. Yeah, this is a, I think this one is from around 2009, because it is, it's a, you know, Lenovo ThinkPad rather than an IBM ThinkPad. And this, it opens up this way. This actually runs Windows 7. I'll show you here, you know, open it up. It has an Intel Core 2 Duo, and it runs Windows 7. This is actually fully, you know, the owner, I assume, you know, one of the previous owners, actually formatted this with the Lenovo Restore CD. So when you actually boot it up, which, you know, I can just, you know, show you here pretty briefly, it actually boots into the Windows 7 installer. So this is, you know, obviously there's not going to be like any personal data on this, so, you know, that is good. As you know, you guys probably know, you know, from a lot of the older PCs that I've found, there's tends to be a lot of, you know, if the owner, you know, doesn't, you know, like format the hard drive and, you know, get rid of all their data, or if the thrift store isn't nice enough to pull the hard drive out of the computer, which is pretty common around here. As I have gotten some that have, you know, all the parts in it, and there's a bunch of data on, you know, like on these hard drives, and I obviously do the right thing and get all of the data off. But, you know, so yeah, this is probably one of the rare occurrences where I found something that doesn't have any personal data on them, you know, which is great. You can see here, if I go down to CPU, we've got an Intel Core 2 Duo T6670. It runs at 2.2 gigahertz, and we've got 2 gigs of RAM. So pretty decent little computer. I'm not really sure what I'm going, you know, to actually use it for yet, but, you know, yeah, I just, you know, saw this. It was a, you know, pretty good price, and I decided to pick it up. So yeah, that is pretty much going to wrap it up. You know, actually, yeah, let me turn this off, and I can show you. You know, we're gonna hook the PS1 up to this TV over here, and I can show you if this actually works. So let me just go and do that really quick. Alright, so we've got the PS1 all hooked up to my TV over here, and let's, you know, turn this on and see if it actually works. I gotta reach all the way over here because the power cord wasn't long enough. And it looks pretty promising so far. Yep, there we go. Sony Computer Entertainment. So that is pretty nice. Everything works on this so far. PlayStation. So yeah, I've got a couple of old PS1 games, but I haven't really had anything to actually play them on, so, you know, now I do. Pretty cool. Should start the game up here pretty soon. Yep, I can hear it reading from the drive. There we go, Snowcross Championship Racing. Copyright 2000. Yep, so this is the whole deal. That is pretty nice. This is very loud. I gotta turn the volume down on this. There's a lot of, obviously, you know, a ton of interest you go in. So yeah, it's obviously going to say that there is no memory card because there is no memory card. So, I mean, yeah, that's pretty much going to, you know, wrap this up for this episode of Thrift Store Finds. If you guys, you know, like this video, if you want to see more videos like this, definitely be sure to, you know, like and subscribe, and be sure to, you know, let me know down in the comments if you guys want to see more videos like this. So yeah, as I said, that's pretty much going to wrap it up. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I will see you in the next video.